Movie notes on Oddity, 2024 film, 12 May 2025 viewing. Here I, Tanis, talk through, I am Tanis, she, her, hers of Seattle, and talk through my movie notes for my Monday, 12 May 2025 viewing of the 2024 film Oddity, which is a fiction film about the investigation of the murder of a woman and a man who tried to warn the woman about an intruder by the twin sister of the female victim, during which the living sister sustained semi-abusive interactions with the husband of the woman who died, the brother-in-law, and his new romantic partner. Yes, so essentially there's two people are murdered, a woman and a man who tried to warn the woman of an intruder, and then this investigation is by the twin sister, who runs an oddities shop. And so there we go. A note on the cover of this movie: this face here is not actually stone. There is a wooden character at the end credits. It's the wooden man or something like that. This is a wooden face, not actually a stone face. So if you're thinking it's like, oh, it's like Inca or Aztec, no, no, no. Something more easily pressed upon. And so essentially, like, it starts with, I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. It was insanely predictable. Like within the first 5 minutes, I had the plot and the bad guy and all the little details down to how it would end, and I got it right. Maybe it's because the bad guy, the murderer, which is, again, it's not saved to the end, so it's not really a spoiler, is a doctor, a medical doctor, and I was like, I got this on lockdown. I went to grad school. I didn't graduate, which means movies like this are not nail-biting. My pulse did not get elevated. I got so bored I actually went for a walk, run, stopped it entirely. So in that sense, it was like, it's a horror, more of like a thriller type, as opposed to like a gruesome gore death scenes. There's like 7 characters, and the screenwriters kind of forgot about one of the new romantic partner. And it's actually this guy kills all these people to get away with infidelity. He was cheating on his wife, the first woman who dies, and then to get away with it, he hides it, and then the woman that the screenwriters kind of forget about, like, dumps him at the end of it all. So he murdered everybody, but like, he gets a gift, and the sister who was investigating predicts that he would kill her, and was so predicted it so well, sent a gift. And I was like, right? And the doctor wanted to be, I'm smarter than all of you. I out-predicted all of you. And no. And you didn't see it coming. When, snap, man. Yeah. Okay. So we're just like, oh my God, this is so predictable, from my perspective. So it's a little cringeworthy in that sense. It really is demeaning towards women. I say, like in the first few minutes, like this woman exits her car, goes to the house, and this guy who was a mental patient, or a patient at a mental hospital, doesn't turn out to be mentally ill, per his role in this movie, warns her about, he saw a man go into the house, and she's like, you need to leave, that kind of stuff. And she's like, I'm going to call the police. And he's like, good, call the police, or I saw an intruder. And she's like, well, I can't, my phone was missing in my car. Oh, right, because the guy left the car and went into the house, and I was like, oh. And she just keeps like going on, and I was just like, so right, she ignores her own common sense, and then it just goes back to sleep like normal, like nothing happened after the intruder, or not the intruder, the guy who's trying to warn her leaves, and I was like, well, but she's like looking around the house like she's concerned. I was like, if she was legitimately concerned and didn't want to die, she would have driven away. She still had her car keys. They were the movie made very clear it was an option by leaving it in the door, right? So they kind of played the woman as stupid, but she dies, and then the guy who warned her, they kind of go down together. They're the first pair. Maybe he was her soulmate, and right, because the husband killed her, that kind of stuff. So it was like, in that sense, the soulmates went down together. So I was like, okay. Have I had an oddity? So it was the gift I received from my sister Lindsay and her husband Jake for Christmas 2023, 25 December 2023, was an oddity. They gave me a metallic squirrel that I interpreted as being a form of congratulations on getting right that Hungarian footballer Dominique Szoboszlai was my soulmate. I had been reading The Hunger Games and the original trilogy, and making videos with notes, and the female lead character Katniss is good at getting the squirrels in the eye. At Thanksgiving in November 2023, I brought up Dominique Szoboszlai and marrying him. So they gave me the squirrel as a way of matching my life story and tone and saying, good job. Normally, their gifts do not come from a place of such heart. There we go. Those are my movie notes on Oddity 2024 film, 12 May 2025 viewing.